The world has been suckling on the massive honkers that are DC and Marvel. Whether it be comics or media, they just want to see that. There will always be a point in time where maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time for a hero to be more devious, like people who wear different colored shoelaces. And today, I have just that. Because Amazon Prime's glowing star Homelander did something so ruthless to some diehard fans, more specifically a family, that it will make you sweat from your eyes and cry tears from your armpits. That's right, we're diving deep into this hero-gasm Dynamite Comics likes to call The Boys. So just so you know, the Homelander story isn't the only thing I'll be sharing in this issue, because on top of that, Huey found himself in a sticky situation when he saw a dirty, making love tape of Starlight and Homelander doing the milkshake tango. So Homelander was doing even more shady stuff, and Huey was heartbroken. So trust me, this entire comic issue is wacky. So to start, Butcher saw this tape and gave Huey the cold hard truth. He understood why Huey liked this girl, but in the end, when these heroes get even a sand grain of power, they become all erect and omnipotent, and treat everyone and everything as replaceable like a goldfish. But Huey insisted that Starlight loved her. She even said it herself, but Butcher told him to stop falling for these mousetraps. You acting like a chihuahua is probably the reason why she's laughing behind your back. Huey leaves and plans on talking to Starlight himself. And when I say talking, I mean going insane. But we can head into that discussion in a few moments, because it's time for Capes for Christ, where this family named the Muellers win a competition for something, probably which family memorized the Bible. But the prize they won was a dinner with Homelander, and he flies off with the family to have that dinner. But while this is going on, Starlight was in Vought and walked past a few Seven members. And what's cool is that in the comics, the Deep looks like a rusty thimble, and A-Train is Japanese. Very rad. Anyways, Starlight is talking to Maeve about men troubles, and how everyone in her life is so anal, but this one guy is who she's most happy with. But life was about to slap her across the Starlight, because Huey texted her and wanted to talk, and this discussion was very hostile. Huey kept calling her names, yelling at her, and accepting that what Butcher was saying was actually justifiable. Starlight, however, was crumbling in the inside. She tried to act oblivious to the tape, but it didn't work. Huey saw straight through her like she was glass. This man was literally boiling that the person who literally shined a light in his entire miserable life decided to treat this relationship like an open relationship, and chose to twiddle with a dude that they're trying to put down. Annie couldn't take this anymore. She begged him to stop, but Huey wanted none of it, and decided to walk out of the situation and walk out of her life. Starlight knew she made a mistake, and pleaded for his forgiveness. She wants to leave the Seven, get off the grid, and stay with Huey, but he ignored Annie and left her alone to only drop to her knees and cry a flood of tears. But who cares? You want to see Homelander kill some chuckle nuts? Well, he took this family very high into the sky, to the point where their belly buttons would close because it was so cold. The kids were screaming and wanted to just go down, but Homelander didn't do that, and followed up by being a racist bag of dirt and completely nailing this family regarding their belief in God. He said the N-word, made fun of the crucifixion of Jesus, and hammered home that there is no God, and said that the only man in the sky is me. Sound familiar? Because somewhat similar to this scene, this family pile drive to the ground because of Homelander and died on his watch. Then the story ends with Homelander turning around and seeing all the Dynamite comic heroes around him. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe and I'll see you later.